Welcome to the VCC Computer-Aided Drafting and Building Information Modeling Technologies Department, or CAD and BIM Technologies. This is a short presentation to detail some of the features of our programs, and at the end I will direct you to where you can find more detailed information. Our three drafting certificate programs are full-time, divided into 3 levels. The first 2 months, or Level 1, is where you learn the basics of drafting and where you are introduced to the principal computer drafting software, AutoCAD. Course content is common to all specialties. Levels 2 and 3 comprise specialist curriculum for each of our programs and occupy the remaining 8 months of the drafting program. Our CAD and BIM Technician Diploma program continues from the certificate programs. The student returns for a second year full-time for 30 weeks to further develop skills in 3D integrated building modeling and completes Level 2 of a second specialty. This program is undergoing accreditation for the Applied Science Technologists and Technicians of BC, or ASTTBC. So graduates will be recognized Student Certified Technicians, or CTECs, and can begin their required related work experience to complete the requirements. Also available is a 14-week full-time intensive CAD Technician Citation program divided into 2 levels. The first 9 weeks, or Level 1, is where you learn the basics of drafting and is the same as the certificate program. Level 2 comprises of residential drafting curriculum for the remaining 6 weeks. Many design-build firms and fabrication companies need hires trained with fundamental drafting skills and CAD knowledge. We offer 3 drafting specialties, all related to the construction industry. The Architectural Certificate Program deals with the drawings produced from the architectural design for both residential and commercial buildings. Architectural drawings feature such details as room sizes, functions and locations, window and door specifications, electrical and lighting layouts, wall constructions and finishes, roof construction, foundations and damp-proofing, weather resistance, thermal insulation, and adherence to applicable building codes. Graduates from this program typically seek information in architects' offices or local authorities, or may choose to start their own businesses offering drafting services to those companies or private citizens working on home renovations. The focus of the Civil Structural program is the high demand for civil and structural drafting. Civil drafting relates to the layout of residential subdivisions, industrial parks, and commercial building sites, and extensive highway and road design and layout. Then students move on to create the drawings related to structural steel and reinforced concrete buildings, and acquire the skills in industry-leading 3D modeling software. Graduates of this program typically find work at one of the many engineering companies that may be found in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland. In addition, there is a short course related to the principles and features of residential single-family architectural drawings. Steel detailing is the specialty drafting discipline for those seeking employment in the flourishing structural steel construction industry, usually at the steel fabrication company or with one of the many local drafting businesses that supply their services to fabricators throughout North America. Students draw on information contained in the engineer layout drawings and details to produce the component drawings for a wide variety of steel-framed industrial structures. They analyze the design information and extract data from the codes of practice and fabricator standards to ensure that the connections between components are adequate, accurate, and practical. After learning and practicing the basics, students will be introduced to the latest 3D modeling software, work on more advanced structures, and towards the end of the program, simulate the experience of working together as a team in a typical drafting office. As is the case with all our drafting specialties, students will also complete a short course on how to look for drafting employment, how to create a targeted resume and cover letter, and the do's and don'ts during an employment interview. On successfully completing the certificate program, students who wish to attain a higher credential return to VCC in September to complete the CAD and BIM Technician Diploma. Completion of the second-year diploma program is designed to comply with the accreditation criteria for the diploma program by the Applied Science Technologists and Technicians of BC. This program builds on skills gained in the certificate with the introduction of a higher level applied learning component, beginning with a 9-week integrated BIM project that will simulate the leading edge of today's technology in project delivery in design firms. The student will then acquire the technical skills of a second CAD and BIM specialty. This expands the student's knowledge base and equips him or her with a wider range of marketable drafting skills. Finally, students will complete a 6-week capstone project to finish the program, designed to apply the skills of both the specialties learned over 2 years of study and to synthesize a professional design office. Typically, students who plan to study for a diploma will submit their application at the beginning of their first year to secure their seat in the second year, but may also apply during the period of their certificate course. This new CAD Technician Citation Program will address the need for a shorter program while giving the graduate marketable skills to gain employment. Students of this program will develop the computer-aided drafting skills, which will enable them to enter the workforce in many areas as team members in building and developer firms, design firms, as well as many fabrication companies in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland. The successful graduate can also return and ladder directly into Level 2 of any of the 3 technician certificate programs to build on their skills learned in this program. This program is offered both full-time and part-time. Graduates of this program will learn drawing techniques to complete projects in orthographic projection, sectioning and dimensioning, auxiliary view, and machining details. Also, current computer-aided drafting as a tool to produce drawings from data, designs, and/or specifications, will develop drafting and related trade skills and knowledge, will prepare a comprehensive professional portfolio, and use concepts of residential building construction and technology to plan and detail a residential building. All our drafting classrooms contain 18 workstations which have been installed with the latest versions of the computer software featured in our programs: AutoCAD, Revit, Civil 3D, and Tekla Structures. Certificate students commit to the entire 10-month program with their application and are expected to attend full-time from the day after Labor Day through to early summer, where the second-year diploma students commit to 7.5 months and attend full-time from the day after Labor Day through to early April. There are 2 streams for the citation: part-time for 28 weeks, beginning from the day after Labor Day through to early April, and full-time for 14 weeks, beginning from early April to mid-July. Our students receive instruction exclusively from men and women who have gained a large experience base in the industry of their specialty before accepting a position as a VCC drafting instructor. Our regular instructors are complemented by a strong support team of term instructors who are currently employed in the local architectural, engineering, and construction sectors. Most of the learning takes place in the classroom through a wide variety of activities, and the student grades are determined by the project work they complete and by testing on topics of each course. These activities will be augmented with occasional visits to local businesses in the construction sector, trade shows, and working construction sites, conditional on being able to satisfy the WorkSafe BC and venue safety requirements. Recent visits include the Port Mann Bridge, BC Trade and Convention Centre, concrete and steel fabrication facilities, and BuildX Vancouver. The VCC website contains a wealth of information about our programs, individual course outlines, the costs, the prerequisites, and how to apply online. On the homepage, you will also be able to see at a glance when the next drafting information session is scheduled and how you can register to attend.